Have you ever seen something so wild, so unbelievable, that it feels like it's straight out of a science fiction movie? Well, get ready, because today we re-diving into a story about a photo that literally broke the internet and redefined what we thought was possible with a camera. This is the tale of the Fall of Icarus, a once-in-a-lifetime shot that took an insane amount of planning, skill, and a little bit of cosmic luck. The mastermind behind this incredible image is Andrew McCarthy, an astrophotographer based in Arizona, who is already famous for his jaw-dropping pictures of the sun, moon, and stars. If you follow space photography, you know his name. He consistently produces images that look more like CGI than reality, but they are very, very real. He's the guy who captured a 1 million-mile-long plasma plume erupting from the sun, and he even managed to photograph the International Space Station flying directly in front of a solar flare. So, when Andrew McCarthy says he's attempting something ambitious, you know it's going to be epic. But this latest project was on a whole other level. The idea was simple, yet absurdly complex: to capture a skydiver in freefall, perfectly silhouetted against the fiery disk of the sun. Think about that for a second. The sun is 93 million miles away. The skydiver is falling at over 100 miles per hour. The photographer is on the ground, miles away, with a superpowered telescope. The timing has to be perfect down to the millisecond. It's a shot that sounds less like a photography plan and more like a mission impossible. The man brave enough to be the Icarus in this scenario is Gabriel C. a talented YouTuber and musician. Together, he and Andrew embarked on a journey that would push the boundaries of photography. They planned for weeks, meticulously calculating every single variable. They had to figure out the exact flight path of the plane, the precise moment for Gabriel to jump, and Andrew's exact location on the ground to get the alignment just right. The day of the shoot was Saturday, November 8th. The team was in place, the sun was rising, and the tension was palpable. The plan was for Gabriel to jump from a small propeller plane at an altitude of about 3,500 feet. Andrew would be positioned about 1.5 miles away, tracking the action through his specialized solar telescope. Now, you might think the hardest part is getting the skydiver to line up with the sun. And you'd be right, but there was another unexpected challenge: tracking the plane itself. Andrew is a pro at tracking celestial objects like the sun and moon, which move in predictable paths. But a small airplane? It was far more erratic and difficult to follow through his narrow field of view than they had anticipated. The team had to make multiple passes with the aircraft to try and get the alignment perfect. On the 6th attempt, they finally had it. The plane crossed the sun's disk, and at that exact moment, Gabriel jumped. Andrew, watching through his monitors, knew he had just one chance. Repacking a parachute safely takes a long time, so there would be no second jump that day. It was all or nothing. As Gabriel fell, Andrew fired off a burst of shots. And then, he saw it. A tiny silhouette, arms outstretched, falling through a sea of fire. The moment was captured. The exhilaration was immense. Andrew later shared a video of his reaction, and you can see the pure joy and disbelief on his face. He said, "Seeing it perfectly captured on my monitors was exhilarating." Gabriel also shared behind-the-scenes clips, showing the team celebrating their incredible achievement. They had done the impossible. The resulting photograph, which Andrew fittingly titled "The Fall of Icarus," is nothing short of breathtaking. It shows Gabriel as a tiny, perfect silhouette against the turbulent, fiery surface of the sun. You can see the intricate details of the solar chromosphere, with plasma swirling and churning, creating a dramatic and almost terrifying backdrop for the lone human figure. It's a powerful image that evokes a sense of both human courage and our own smallness in the vastness of the cosmos. Andrew himself believes this might be the first photo of its kind ever taken. The sheer logistical nightmare of coordinating a plane, a skydiver, and a ground-based telescope to align with the sun for a split-second event makes it an extraordinary feat. He described the planning as absolutely preposterous, and looking at the final image, you can understand why. What kind of gear does it take to pull off a shot like this? Andrew used a specialized solar telescope, not your typical camera lens. This isn't something you can just point at the sun. It requires specific filters like a hydrogen alpha filter to safely view the sun and capture the details of its chromosphere without destroying the camera sensor and more importantly, the photographer's eyes. The telescope he used was likely a high-end model mounted on a robust tracking system to follow the sun's movement across the sky. But even with the best equipment, the unpredictable movement of the plane added a layer of difficulty that required immense manual skill to overcome. This photograph isn't just a technical marvel. It's a piece of art. The name, The Fall of Icarus, is a brilliant reference to the Greek myth of the boy who flew too close to the sun. In the myth, Icarus's wax wings melted, and he fell to his doom. Here, Gabriel Brown becomes a modern-day Icarus. But instead of a tragic fall, his is a triumph of human ingenuity and daring. The image captures that same sense of ambition, of reaching for the heavens, but with a successful and awe-inspiring outcome. For Andrew McCarthy, this photo easily ranks in his top 5 all time. And that's saying a lot, considering his portfolio. This is a photographer who has captured a SpaceX rocket transiting the sun, an ultra-high-definition mosaic of the moon made from hundreds of thousands of individual photos, and even Mars being eclipsed by the moon. Each of these is a masterpiece in its own right, but The Fall of Icarus has a human element that sets it apart. It connects the cosmic scale with the human scale in a way that is both humbling and inspiring. The image quickly went viral, stunning people all over the world. It is a testament to the power of a great idea combined with technical brilliance and a whole lot of persistence. It reminds us that there are still new frontiers to explore in art and photography, and that sometimes the most audacious ideas are the ones that lead to the most spectacular results. It's a story about collaboration, with Andrew and Gabriel working in perfect sync to achieve a shared vision. It's a story about pushing limits, about refusing to believe that something is impossible. And most of all, it's a story that gives us a breathtaking new perspective on our own star, the sun, and the daring spirit of humanity. It makes you wonder, what other impossible shots are out there, just waiting for someone with enough creativity and courage to capture them? This photograph will surely be remembered as one of the most iconic images of our time. It's a perfect fusion of science, art, and adventure. It's a moment frozen in time that feels like it belongs in a gallery, a science textbook, and a blockbuster film all at once. What do you guys think of this incredible shot? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tales from the worlds of science and art. Thanks for watching.